Hi, my name is Joe Sharp and thank you for joining this 30-minute session in which we'll be covering three things. First of all, a breathing exercise called Resonance breathing. Secondly, we will do a mindfulness meditation. And then thirdly, we will do a body scan to relax. And the reason that I've put these three together is they are very complementary. They should form a 30-minute session in which you find a deep level of relaxation. Let's begin with part one. In this exercise, we will be doing some resonance breathing. Essentially, resonance breathing means simply breathing in for the same duration of time as you breathe out for. So you breathe in for a count of 4 and out for a count of 4. But this has been proven to help to balance the two strands of the autonomic nervous system. The sympathetic part, which gets us ready for activity, and the parasympathetic part, which helps us to relax. What's been recorded is that it helps to level out things like heart rate variability, blood pressure, and also aids digestion and respiration. Beyond that, we can experience a greater sense of emotional calm. So to begin with, sit up comfortably in the same way you would sit to meditate. Place the hands somewhere comfortable. It doesn't matter too much where they are. And then allow the lips to close. We're going to be breathing in for a count of 4 and then out for a count of 4. And I will count. Just tune into the breath to begin with. As you do that, maybe notice that there is a gentle smile that emerges on the face. At this moment in time, recognize that you're practicing something. You don't need to be perfect at it. And then let's begin. Breathe out through the nose. And then inhale. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. Inhale. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. Inhale. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. And then continue to breathe at that pace. And as you count the breaths in your head, you may notice that the mind wanders off. It's completely natural for that to happen. Just come back to the breath. When we breathe this resonance breath, we're not forcing the breath, not being aggressive, but you're just trying to lengthen the breath to that count of 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. And then maintain that steadiness. And as you breathe, tune in to the quality of the breath. Notice the volume, like a subtle whisper. And then pay attention to the duration. It can be more difficult to breathe in for that length of time. And it can feel slightly easier to breathe out. Just try to match the breath, the length of the breath, on both inhalation and exhalation. There's just a simple, gentle focus on the breath. But no need to criticize if you lose count. No need to get upset if the mind wanders. That will happen naturally to all of us. And now begin to notice how you feel physically, how you feel mentally, and how you feel emotionally. As we end this exercise, you can stop counting the breath. Just allow the breath to return to natural. And then start to gently move the fingers, the toes. If you wish to stand up and move around or stretch the body, you're welcome to do so. This meditation is known as a mindfulness meditation, also referred to as tranquility or calm abiding. It is also the first part of a two-stage process of meditation. The first is to stop, to pause, which is what we're doing today. And then the second is to cultivate insight by looking deeply. In this step, we're going to simply focus on a mantra, and we're going to use the mantra let go. What this mindfulness meditation does is allows us to keep coming back to that mantra every time the mind wanders. So we use the same three-step process that we use in all meditations, focusing on the mantra, noticing when the mind wanders, and then gently returning each and every time, focusing, noticing the mind wander, and gently returning to the mantra. And you could say that this mantra is the essence of generosity, when we're able to let go of all our ideas, the things that we hold on to, the things that we try to control or push away. We might naturally find that we start to cultivate this state of steadiness and ease. So right now, think about those two qualities as you sit upright. Place a cushion or a block beneath the seat, or sit in a chair if you're more comfortable doing so. Allow the hands to rest, palms down on the thighs in resting mind posture, or if you prefer, have one hand on top of the other with the thumbs touching, a posture called cosmic mudra or cosmic seal. Close the lips if you're comfortable breathing through the nose. To begin with, just check in with how you feel at this moment, physically, mentally, and emotionally. Not hoping for something else, but just being really, truly observant. The eyes can be left open. Maybe there's a soft smile on the face. And this is a practice. It doesn't need to be perfect. It's not a performance. Different things will come up each time we do this practice, these exercises. Notice the quality of the breath, that natural breath. And then let's begin with the mantra. Inhale, let. Exhale, go. Inhale, let. Exhale, go. Inhale, let. Exhale, go. And just continue to gently repeat those two instructions to yourself. Inhale, let. Exhale, go. For most of us, after just a few breaths, the mind will wander off somewhere else. Perhaps we'll experience a thought arising that might then lead us into a feeling, or vice versa, a feeling that leads us into a thought. When this happens, just notice. Try not to create narrative or stories, letting the mind race away. Just gently return to that simple mantra. Inhale, let. Exhale, go. And there's a real generosity to this practice. Constantly letting go. Giving up ideas that we might have had about how things should be. Letting go. Letting go of the things that we're attached to. Things that we're trying to keep away from us by controlling situations. As we continue to let go over and over again, maybe we find ourselves becoming more generous. And then to finish the practice, gently bring the hands together in a prayer position, thumbs into the sternum, and bow the head. In the knowledge that you can let go, moment by moment, regardless of what's happening around you. Recognize that when you do so, you allow yourself the space. You start to create the steadiness and ease that naturally comes with being able to generously let go again and again and again. Lift the head, open the eyes, and then feel free to move the body any way you choose. Just take a moment to stretch. Maybe straighten the legs if you like. You can twist from side to side. Lift the arms above the head. We'll now go through a body scanning exercise which falls into the mindfulness space in terms of meditation techniques. This one is really good to do before bed because it gives you an ability to relax the body and relax the mind at the same time. It falls into the mindfulness space because we're bringing our attention onto areas of the body, one by one. And when we do that, some of the chatter that we experience, our thoughts, our feelings, our emotions, perceptions and judgments, tend to fall away. Our attention becomes very specific and focused. Begin by lying down. Choose somewhere relatively quiet and comfortable. Ideally, you're lying on something that's flat. The floor is absolutely fine to lie on. With the legs extended, separate the feet slightly wider than hip width apart. Then place the arms by the sides of the body with the palms facing up. Allow the eyes to close and close the lips if you're comfortable breathing through the nose. Bring the attention now to the crown of the head. Just notice how this area feels. Any sensations that you can experience. As you breathe in, imagine the breath moving into the crown of the head, nourishing it. And as you breathe out, allow it to soften, to become relaxed. Now let the awareness flow down from the crown of the head to the sides of the head, the back of the head, almost like warm water. And as the awareness moves down, just take in those areas, notice how they feel. As you breathe in, allow them to feel nourished, to feel supported. And as you breathe out, allow them to soften, to relax. Bring the awareness now to the forehead. No need to concentrate or furrow the brow. Let this area soften. And then let the awareness flow down through the space above the eyebrows into the space around the eyes. Take in the sensation of the eyelids gently touching each other. Without squinting, without contracting anything. Just let the upper face start to soften. And then move the awareness to that space around the cheeks, the cheekbones, the mouth, the jaw. Maybe notice that a soft smile starts to emerge on the face as you feel comfortable, as you feel calm, as you feel safe and relaxed. Then let the awareness now flow through the neck, the front, the back, and the sides of the neck. With the head supported by the ground, the neck has no job to do, moving the head or supporting the head. Just allow the neck to relax. Breathe in and feel it nourished by the air, by the breath. Breathe out. Allow the neck to soften, to relax. And then bring the awareness now to the shoulders. This area of the body where many of us have tightness, have tension. Not just from the physical activity that we rely on the shoulders to do, but also from the mental stresses that we might find difficult, the burdens that we carry. As you breathe in, feel that the shoulders naturally becoming nourished by the breath. And then as you breathe out, allow them to soften. Then let the awareness flow through the upper arms, the biceps, the triceps. At this moment, not being required to lift or move anything. Let the awareness move now into the forearms, and then into the hands, the fingers, not needing to hold on or manipulate anything. With every breath, feeling comforted. With every out-breath, gently letting go. Now take the awareness back to the space at the top of the chest and the upper back. Notice the volume of these areas, the size. And then feel the ground beneath just supporting. As you breathe in, maybe notice a subtle rise in the upper chest. And as you breathe out, just soften as you relax. Let the awareness move now into the rib cage. Notice that movement, gentle expansion, and then soft contraction with every breath. Let the awareness flow down through the trunk of the body, the abdomen, the lower back. Supported by the ground beneath, and just softening, relaxing. Then move the awareness through the waist into the space around the pelvis and the seat. Take in the support of the ground, the non-judgmental nature. And then move the awareness into the thighs, the fronts and the backs of the thighs. Supported, yet able to relax. Let the awareness flow through the knees into the shins and the calves. Softly continuing that downwards motion. Then take the awareness through the ankles into the soles of the feet, all the way to the tips of the toes. Now as you lay here, just for a few moments, just tune into any dominant sensations. Perhaps somewhere you're feeling something more strongly than anywhere else. Just tune into this sensation for a moment. And as you watch it, maybe notice it's changing ever so subtly. Notice the different qualities that this sensation might have. And then notice the space around the body. The connection that you have with the space, with the air, with the ground. Now start to bring some life back into the body by moving the fingers and the toes. Then reach the arms alongside the ears. Press the legs together, point the toes, stretch the body long. Now bring the knees into the chest, hug the shins. And then gently roll onto the right hand side. Just pause here for a moment. Think about something that you're grateful for. Doesn't matter how big or small this thing might be. Think about the positive thoughts and feelings that you associate with that gratitude. And then gently press the left hand into the ground. Come up to sit. Bring the hands together in a prayer position. Bow the head. Thank you for your attention, for the effort that you put into this practice. It's a privilege to teach you.